Welcome to an episode of the Dragon Capture Jar, where I take a random dragon monster and talk about it off the cuff. And it's week 2 of December. We're talking about happy dragons, light dragons, because, the days are slowly getting longer. The light is returning, which is what almost every single festival that occurs during this month revolves around light in some shape or form. So we're going to be happy, positive. Kaiba's here. I'm here. Dragons are captured. I don't know if we're happy about that, but anyway, let's see what it caught us this week. Don't worry, you'll be free. You'll be free after this. All right, so we have Stardust Wurm. I mean, it has Wurm in its name, but it is a dragon. I assure you, it says on the bottom. So Stardust. We can see the Stardust. It fits, it does fit. And it's a level 1 light dragon monster. And I guess he looks pretty happy. It just looks like he's happy to get out of that stuffy jar. He's like, oh, thank goodness. Oh, I hate that jar. Let me out. Let me out. It's okay, little guy. You're out. You're out. Okay, so obviously it has Stardust in its name, so it's going to be used for the Stardust archetype of dragons. It's a deck I still see play from time to time. Pretty neat. But, so if this card is in your hand or graveyard and you control a level 8 or higher dragon synchro monster, which, let's face it, is going to be happening a lot in this deck. It's basically synchro spam on turbo at this point. You can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You contribute this card, special summon up to 2 level 1 light dragon monsters from your hand and or graveyard except Stardust Wurm. But their effects cannot be activated. You can only use this effect of Stardust Wurm once per turn. So there are other level 1 Stardust monsters you can use, and I'm pretty sure they are tuners. So essentially what this card does, it just enables you to go more into the synchro spam, which is what this deck, as I said before, is mostly known for at this point. Now, again, this is a deck you would think I would play because it is dragons. It's a dragon archetype, and Stardust can go into a lot of devastating plays. I remember some of my locals playing Stardust Assault, and that was crazy. I'm pretty sure it took first place at one point. So, this is not a deck you push over, and you can play some decent Stardust monsters in Duel Links. I don't see them that often anymore, but they're still out there. They're pretty niche. So, and that's what I like about these decks. If they're niche and you see them once in a while, you don't see them that often, sometimes that's how you can win. Your opponent may not be familiar with the strategy. And because there's so many extension plays you can do with this deck, some people are confused. Which card would you ash? Which card would you negate and destroy? And there's a lot of once per turn effects here, so you got to be very careful on what you target. So anyway, are there any Stardust duelists who utilize this Wurm, this cute little guy that is so happy to escape? Let me know in the comments below. And be a good sport to play the game at the Fame, and I'll see you next week. See ya!